Oh, there we go. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another setting of Shadow of the Iron Throne, where well, uh, yes, after the day after Ashram met, I guess, Lady Gallo,
I'm not
he
I'm not Lady Gallo because I'm not Ryland's wife,
okay,
but I'm Lady Alysain
okay,
Gallo.
so Lady Alysain Gallo, um, he found her pretty. He likes pretty people, but I'll say for now he'll be walking around the Gallo estate where, well, what has been given to as the Gallo estate, where the Gallo and Drakemire, who, as they are serving under them, they are banner house of uh, House Gallo. They are all staying together, and Ashram will be just walking around for now, kind of probably, yeah, just she's never been to the capital before, and this place stinks less than most the more rural place of the capital. So just enjoying and discovering around.
So I'm assuming that the Gallo estate in King's Landing is rather large, um, very open, um, very nice furniture, very nice wine, very nice food, lots of servants, etc. Um, and Lady Elisane she'll be waiting, perhaps, I guess in what they would consider, I don't know, maybe like a hall, perhaps, or just a room where people are received. And she will receive you
He'll come.
because
He'll
I'm not actually sure what Ashram's status is, if he has any titles, anything like that.
he has status 3. He doesn't really have much of a title.
Oh,
He just impressed. Apparently, he impressed a lot of people in the melee by beating one of the best knights in the kingdom. But apart from that, he's just someone from a guy from some islands. He serves House Drakemire.
who?
So he'll come and he'll bow.
Oh, Ashram, sir. So lovely to see you again. How are you today?
It is good. I'll say yes. I am good today.
Oh,
My day has only been brightened by your side, of course.
hmm. Oh, I appreciate the compliment. Um, I was about to have lunch. Would you care to join me?
I will be glad to join you.
Hmm. Yeah. I'd planned on going for a ride later this afternoon, and you're welcome to join me for that too, if you wish. I'm not sure if you ride horses. Do you?
I've ridden them before. I'm still
Hmm.
getting used to it. He'll smile.
Ah, I see. Ah, well, shall we? Um, I do believe the cooks are nearly done with with the lunch, and they always make too much food.
To be fair, I think it's difficult to calculate how much food to make for so many people.
Oh well, if I get hungry, there's always something to eat for later. I just have them reheat it. Ah, anyway, shall we?
Of course.
Mm.
And
And
he'll kind of extend a hand.
she'll take it and she'll lead you into a different room where people eat, more like a dining room, perhaps. Um, it looks not like her chambers, like where she sleeps, but it looks more like it's a very open room with a desk or a table, wine and fruit on it. There's two chairs, well, three chairs, one on one side and then two on the other. And she'll sit at the one that's by itself, and she'll sit, and then she will usher you to sit. She does sit before you do.
Yes, he's learned about Westeros etiquette. He's been here for a few years. He lets her sit in front. He doesn't do anything till she lets him sit, and then he'll sit next to her. So just be right back for a few seconds.
Mhm.
Sorry about that. But yeah. But he'll sit next to her.
Not next to her, across from her. And she does motion for him to sit because she's sitting on one side of the table and he's sitting on the other.
Okay. So yes, he'll sit opposite her, and he'll say, "I know your brother has traveled throughout Westeros. Have you?"
Um, I've been to Mir and Bravos, but I've never been to Volantis before. I do believe I journeyed with my brother when he traveled there several times, but I myself have mostly stayed in the Westerlands.
Perhaps one day you'll get to my homeland, the Sun Islands.
Yeah.
Very different from Westeros. We don't have such big cities.
We try not to discount the possibility of anything, but there are more important things to be done here for the time being.
And in they are.
Yeah. And there will be several servants bringing in plates of food, and they'll set them down on the table, and it's something very rich, probably some form of roasted fowl, like duck or pheasant, perhaps, with very nice roasted vegetables and um, Dornish wine from the arbor. It's not a red, but a gold. And they pour wine and serve food and everything. And they'll actually leave for the most part. But Alasane just motions, please eat.
So, and he'll say, "Well, tell me more about yourself. Tell me about Alicent Gallo."
She'll smile and she'll say, well, I, as you know, am the heir of House Gallo because my poor dear older brothers unfortunately passed. Now Ryland is the Lord, and I'm the heir until he marries, of course. But and sire's children, but for the time being, I maintain that position. Um, I enjoy things that most ladies don't typically go in for, I suppose. Um, I do enjoy riding a lot and hawking, um, mm, things like that. When my father died, unfortunately, God rest his soul, um, my position shifted a little bit because I am unmarried, as you know. But now, that's part of, I suppose, part of the reason I am in the capital in search of a husband.
With you're such the men around must be blind.
Oh well,
Sorry, you cut it.
it's
You
not
cut out
necessarily.
during what you were saying.
Oh, it's basically she's just in the capital to find a husband. It's not so much that men are blind as it is no one's met her brother's standards as of yet. So because they are a very proud house and she is a jewel and she's not easily given away to every man who smiles at her.
Indeed, I suspect your brother would have high standards.
Of course, as she should. I have high standards myself. I do believe that perhaps Ryland may well be interested in my happiness as well as something advantageous, if you catch my meaning.
So and you cut out a bit.
Oh my gosh. Um, Ryland and I do believe that Ryland holds my happiness in high regard, and so mm, my happiness is something I do believe that he will take into account when I marry. We don't all necessarily marry for love. People in our position don't always have that option, but um, I do think that at some point I will find a husband, and when I do, he'll meet, if not exceed, my darling brother's expectations and wishes, of course.
Well, how do you find that you find a husband that you love that loves you back?
Oh, well, if I'm lucky enough to find such a thing, I will be surprised. And she'll take a drink of her wine.
I'm sure one way is you. It will be easy to find a man that loves you. The man that you love back will be a lucky man.
Oh
Surely
well,
blessed by the gods.
all
Either
right.
the gods I believe in or the seven.
Hmm. She smiles at that and she just says, "Ah, well, Lord Sarwick seems interesting, if not handsome."
And he'll smile, like he knows what he's saying, like what he knows what he's about to say, and goes, "Anyone else you find handsome?"
Um, hmm. Well, I haven't met I don't know very many people in King's Landing, but I'm sure that will change. For the time being, a husband is not a priority for me.
And he'll nod.
Why do you ask? Like
Just,
she knows what you're thinking.
and he'll smile, just curiosity.
Oh, well, I do believe you're more than curious, but I don't not so sure that my brother would be very amenable to the idea of me marrying someone who is not a lord.
Alas, I am not.
Mm,
At least not
Well,
for now.
well, if uh, you are in the market for a wife, I do not believe that you and I would do well. And she gives you a bit of a sly smile. Like she's not racist or anything like that, but just she has very high standards, and if you're not a lord like her equal or better, she's not interested.
He'll smile.
Um, I do appreciate your company, however. I do believe you and I could be good friends.
Ah, that brings joy to me.
Perhaps one day you'll find you'll make a woman very lucky.
Perhaps. In the
But
meanwhile, I'll just look, I guess.
no, but we have only just met, and if it is my brother's wish, then I'm sure that situation may change.
I did impress him in the melee,
Oh,
but
well,
I guess, well, I doubt that is enough.
I do, as I said, I do believe that you will have to discuss that with him. He gets to decide who I am wed to.
And he'll just shrug. But yes, Westeros is still a,
Yes,
well, no.
Westerosi customs are very prudish compared to our um, kind of counterparts in Essos.
Indeed. And the Summer Islands too.
I do believe the Summer Islands are parts of Essos, are they not?
I see, they're not. I don't think so.
Oh,
They're just
oh,
south, whereas they're like
okay.
direct
Well,
south.
I'm not sure that she's very well versed in geography, so.
So, because no, we are our own lands, though small, but we are south of um the south of Dawn.
Oh, see. Well, the Dornish are. I find them to be very interesting. I do appreciate the Dornish culture. Not to mention the Dornish people are to die for, I think.
They do make very good company.
Oh, yes, they do. I've had a Dornish handmaiden at one point in time, and she was absolutely lovely.
At one point in time, you no longer have her.
Unfortunately, not. No, she. I do believe her. She was married, and well, she had other obligations to attend to. I do miss her sometimes.
Do you like your current handmaidens?
I'm sorry.
He'll say, do you like your current handmaidens?
Um, sorry, I'm gonna need you to say that one more time because my boyfriend's talking in the background.
Do you like your current handmaidens?
Um, they're pleasant enough, but could probably do with one more. Perhaps I'll speak to Lady Drakemire and see if she would be interested in filling that position.
You'll have to ask her that yourself. I'm not sure if
Of course, but we shall see. But for the time being, I have other plans for myself. But I might be able to afford another handmaiden soon.
And he'll nod.
Hmm. Are you enjoying the food?
Very much so.
Oh, good. You should have some more of the wine. It's absolutely delicious. And she pours herself another glass.
And he'll finish his glass off.
And the cooks will come back in and clear the well, not the cooks, the servants will come back in and once they're done with their food, they'll clear the table and they'll bring dessert. Um, there's lemon cakes with also like candied almonds, um, and probably something like custard, I guess, maybe, or pudding. And they'll serve it. And you'll actually notice that Alisane has a really big sweet tooth. She really likes sweets.
He'll smile, kind of, as he sees her eating the sweets.
And she does have very, very good table manners. Like she doesn't put her hands on the table, she doesn't burp or anything like that. But like I said, she has very good table manners, very good posture, etc.
And he'll eat. And yes, he smiles at her. Sorry, just a sec. Okay, the dog. Why? At the very moment I put it back on, the dog goes crazy again. I swear to God.
Yep,
But yeah, and he'll say, "You like desserts?"
I do. I have a fascination for sweets. I do enjoy it. And you'll actually see a dog walk into the room and sit down in the corner in like a cushion or something um, next to Alisane. She has a dog.
And he'll smile. Is this your friend?
Ah, yes. Her
Is
name's
it?
Rhaenyra. Her name is Rhaenyra.
Ah, Vanilla. A beautiful name.
Yeah, yes, it is. The name of one of my ancestors. And the dog is, I guess, uh, probably like a spaniel, maybe, with brown and white. And she's all fluffy and everything. She's super cute.
I'll try to pat her.
It's not a good idea because she'll try and
Uh,
bite you.
Okay, he'll take his hand away when she said that.
And she'll actually feed a little bit of custard to her dog. She like well, actually no, she doesn't do that directly. She'll have um one of the servants come in and feed the dog while the two of you are eating.
The food here in Westeros is very rich.
Yeah, it's very delicious, and I was expecting my brother's company today, but was not sure where he's at the moment. Probably causing trouble or doing business.
I'm sure he is kept busy somewhere.
I'm sure. He may be at at the offices of the Iron Bank, um, taking care of the exchange of money for the sword that he was discussing with the blacksmith yesterday. That I'm sorry that he couldn't be here to sup with us.
That is quite fine.
She looks really sentimental when she talks about her brother. You'll notice.
He'll smile. You seem to like your brother very much.
I do. We're very close, and he takes care of me.
As an older brother should, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Not out of character. I'm not actually sure how old Violet is. But Alisane's only 18.
Back home, we mainly eat seafood and fruit.
I do like fish, but I was in the mood for something different today. I think I'm having fish for dinner.
I'm not sure how well we would do with eating such rich food with the climate we have.
Well, the climate is much different here, but I think after lunch I shall perhaps take a nap, maybe, as I don't have anyone that I need to speak with.
I might, well, I'm curious. What did you think of Jamie Lannister?
Mm, I do believe you were there when we talked about that. No?
I think I see. Didn't she just say something? Oh, she said something in Mrs. Blood's ear, but I'm not sure if.
Yes.
She couldn't
Um,
fit.
she called Jamie Lannister a cub with a thorn in his paw.
Did she say that in High Valyrian or in like normal language?
I think that she said that in the common tongue.
Oh, okay. So yeah, in that case, I'll say our meeting with Jamie Lannister was interesting to say the least.
Yes, but it went as well as expected. As you know, House Gallo does flock to House Lannister, and we are loyal. We are very loyal to those whom to those whom we owe our allegiance to.
I'll be right back. I just have to feed the dog.
Okay. Are you back yet?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I was just wondering. So, so where were we?
Talking about the climate in Westeros and Summer Islands.
Yes. Well, the climate is far different here, as we are not an island, so to speak.
I have heard that Westeros has islands.
Oh yes, the Iron Islands, and with I do believe the Greyjoy has ruled the Iron Islands.
I am yet to see them. I wonder what they look like.
Dull is being generous. They're very stoic, I've heard.
Oh, kind of raise an eyebrow. Like he's you can see he's kind of confused.
They're very dull. Would be depressed if I had to live there.
Very, well, very different from any island you can find back home.
True. I was just thinking to describe what she's wearing. She's wearing probably maybe a red dress with gold lace and trim. She looks very nice, very richly dressed, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ashram always dresses very well, differently, but very eye-catching. He has very bright clothes, which kind of bright clothes. He wears the colors of House Drakemire, so red with black and a little bit of silver. But what's noticeable is he has a very colorful cape made of feathers, all different feathers, like color, a lot of different colors feathers put together.
You see. Well, alas, I'm feeling very tired, unfortunately. As you know, I only arrived in King's Landing rather recently. And the trip from the Westerlands to here was very exhausting. So, if you'll excuse me, I do think I will spend the rest of the day resting.
And he'll bow, of course. Yes, you will.
I do apologize. Lunch was lovely, and I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Never apologize for what you need.
Good.
We will see each other again. Fate will have it. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure. I'm to be presented to the Queen, Her Grace, at some point, I think. At least I hope.
Indeed. The Queen does seem to like your house.
I can't blame her.
And he'll wipe his mouth, and with that he'll get up. But he doesn't fully get up. He stays kind of bowed, and he extends a hand to help her up.
She'll take his hand and she'll stand, and she'll actually show him out before she retires for the afternoon.
And with that, I guess we can end the scene there. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, player, for playing, and we'll see you on another episode of Shadow of the Iron Throne.